Okay, so removing the statement of if he passes away, you can answer the
Thank
question.
you.
I know it's hard for you to decipher.
No, I just like whenever you come polished, and the woman needs is to be.
I
But
think
you
I
didn't
think you
come
lack a
polished
lot
when
of
you
polish and
addressed
class.
me.
Okay, what?
You didn't come polished when you addressed me. You made
Darwin, what
assumptions
I
that I'm
said was,
struggling to
I
get
said
married.
I think you lack a lot of polish, and I don't think you lack class in some of the things that you say. But I clarified it for you so you can answer the question.
Okay, so
Do I like polish too, Casey? Yeah.
so look, it's in her best interest to get married young when she's at the top of her prime, when she's at the highest point of her peak value. She can still pursue her career while she's married. You agree with that? You agree with that?
I disagree.
Okay, well, there you have it. And that is
All right.
probably why you are alone.
But you don't know my relationship status.
But
So
you're not
let's
married
continue.
either.
I could smell it.
You can't.
Okay.
Tell me my relationship status.
Anybody else have any questions? Callie?
My question is,
No,
how is it polished when you're making assumptions on other people based on no actual facts? You're nitpicking on what people are saying. You don't know my entire life. You're making assumptions off of a couple of things that I've said, but not one time have you actually taken the time to get to know me and pick my brain as a person. All you're doing is passing judgment and telling me what I should do and what I shouldn't do. But at the end of the day, you don't know my situation. You don't know my lifestyle. You don't know what I'm going through in my personal life. That has nothing to do with relationships. I feel that when someone is in a relationship, they should come into a relationship with their best foot forward. They should come with as less baggage as they possibly can. You don't have no idea what I've been through in my life and what I'm still going through to this day. I could have health issues you know nothing about, but all you're doing is making me look like I'm just another lady that needs to get married, this, that, and the third, all because of your assumptions. That's not coming polished. Coming
Okay,
polished is
so
understanding the person that you're talking to get a better context of how to go ahead. I'll stop.
okay, let me try to understand this for you. You're struggling, you have this baggage, and you're trying to heal from it. You also have these opportunities that you're pursuing. You also had a relationship that was distant, that didn't work out. Is that at least true so far?
Aside from the baggage, yes, I had a long distance relationship that didn't work out. Okay, everybody
You
has
said you want
relationships
to
that
come
didn't
in.
work out.
When you mentioned come in with your best foot forward. I'm
Yes, I want to
assuming.
come in with my best foot forward. I want to at least be in a position where I'm steady in where I need to be. And so when I come to you, I'm coming to you with someone that has what she feels that she needed to have. That's just how I feel. I want to come to you with my best foot forward, just like anybody would want to come to me with their best foot forward.
Okay, so
And that doesn't mean I'm
what?
struggling. That just means that I have some stuff that I need to take care of before I hop into a relationship to commit. That doesn't mean I'm sitting here and I'm focusing on what I need to focus on for me as a woman and for what I need to do with stuff that I do not want to address online. And so I'm trying to be very vague because I don't want to address this online. But what I'm going through in my life and what I'm doing right now, that doesn't mean that I'm struggling. It means that I have a goal, I have a path that I need to do first. So when I sit here and I go on a date with someone, I'm able to, and I am in a relationship, I'm able to give them the full version of myself. I'm able to put in the amount of work and effort it takes with no distractions. Because when
Okay,
you're in a
Well,
relationship,
I got
it
it.
takes a lot
Callie,
of work.
keep in mind that Darwin made his wife leave her education and give up her dreams and everything else to marry him.
Oh, now this one is attacking his wife. You know, it's funny how they always attack the women who are married when they don't like something. It's like they believe that if a woman chooses marriage over a career like this one and this one, because all she's saying is she prefers to chase her dreams and her career over marriage. Now she's saying that he forced his wife to quit her career. But it's like, what if that was her choice? I mean, you are choosing a career over marriage. So are you saying other women shouldn't choose marriage over career?
Okay,
For him to get on panels and rage bait.
okay, back to the matter at hand. So all of those entities or all of those things that you mentioned, Callie, is it safe to say that those things are an obstacle or impeding the next step that you want to take
No,
to get married?
it's opportunities that I created. It's the opportunities, because that's not an obstacle. The things that I'm doing with my life right now, they could things where I'm going right now and the opportunities that I have right now, it could be probably one of the best things that's ever happened to me in my life. And right now, I got some people in my family that I really want to pay it forward to. Now, is that to say that I don't want to get married? Of course, I do want to get married one day. I'm not struggling to get married. I know I can find a suitable man. I know that I can find someone that's going to want to marry me. But
Yeah, but you are assuming when you're done with your career, whatever you're doing, there's gonna be your husband is gonna be outside your door waiting as soon as you open. Then when you're like, oh God, now I'm done with my career, I'm where I want to be, you're gonna open the door and your husband is gonna be outside waiting. And that's not how it works. You know, because who knows how old you're gonna be when it's all done. And who knows how long it's gonna take if you even ever find that man. What he's saying, chances are, as you're doing whatever you are doing, you could meet the man who's supposed to be your husband. Now, if you don't, you know, hold on tight because you are busy with your career and things like that, you're going to let him go and he's never going to come. And you're going to keep praying to God, send me a husband. And God is going to be like, hey, I sent you the man, but you told him you're too busy. And which I think he's saying you can do those things together. You're pursuing your career. If God sends you a good man right now, who's marriage material, are you saying you're going to leave him to the side because you're chasing your career and you think he's going to 10, 15 years around, turn around and come back? That's not how life works.
at the same time, relationships take a lot of work. They take a lot of effort. And it would be disingenuous of me to know that I don't have the time right now to sit there and play with someone's feelings and sit there and neglect someone of their feelings and what I could provide to them that could their value, all because that I'm solely focused on what I need to do. It's not fair.
I mean, I think that's why Darwin's so angry.
So what have I told you? Because of your time, because of the bandwidth you have, is allocated to your pursuit of the opportunities you created for yourself, impedes you getting married. What have I told you that right there is going to prevent you from getting married, and it's indeed a struggle to get married?
No, it's
any
not.
man who's trying to vet you for a wife sees that.
It's not, because this is not something that's going to be for the rest of my life. I'm giving myself a year tops. I'm giving myself this year to really do what I need to take care of and create that routine and get, I literally am doing this thing. I'm not going to do this forever. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh, my career comes first forever. This is just for right. I put a timestamp on everything that I do. So for this particular period, for this year, I need to lock the fuck in and do what I need to do. The reason I made that statement about the other woman was because her goal was different than mine. My thought process, my belief is, I don't give a fuck what your goal is. Whatever your goal is and whatever it is that you truly want, you need to lock the fuck in and do it. So if your goal right now, right at this very moment, is to find a man, to get married and to have kids and to have that whole lifestyle, then you need to lock the fuck in. You need to really do what it takes to be that person so you can have that lifestyle. My lifestyle right now, what I'm doing, I need to lock the fuck in and get this done so that I can have the time, so that I can have the resources, so that I can be the woman for my man that he deserves. Not because I'm thinking that I'm perfect and I need a man right now. I know right now where I'm at, I need to go ahead and do this. Let me do this real quick. And I promise you, Darwin, I promise you, I'll come back to you in 5 years. I will be married and have kids.
See, this is how they make the plans. They think, there's a husband store. You know, they think getting a husband, having babies is easy. You can just find whoever you find attractive, have sex, and the babies will pop up. But when it comes to marriage, actually dating someone, you guys connect, you both, have the same family goals, stay together for some time, plan the wedding. That takes time. It also takes time to find that kind of guy. But the way they structure and they plan in their heads, it's like there's a husband store where when she's done with her career and whatever she's doing, she's going to walk in, pay money, and pick a husband from the shelf. And that's not how it works. Speaking about, in 5 years and this, she's not thinking about that she has to meet the guy, they have to go on dates, they have to get to know each other, they have to meet each other's families, they have to the way they plan these things, I mean, finding a husband is not like getting a degree. You can go to school, pay, you know, the number of years it's going to take you to get your degree. It's not the same thing, but they think the husband is always there waiting. The Prince Charming is always outside there waiting for them to do whatever they want to do, and then they'll get the Prince Charming.
Promise you that.
That's
I
a good-
promise
that's
you
a
that.
good claim, but I'm telling you, the only problem with what you're saying is, oftentimes women run into the same issue that you have, and thinking that you have to go check the box on all of these aspirations you have in order to be suitable or ready or fully prepared for marriage when you don't.
I have to do that for myself.
Yeah,
It
it's
has
for
nothing to
herself.
do with
Exactly.
anybody
You
else.
just
This is
made
for
my point.
myself.
The things you're doing is not for the best interest of qualifying or optimizing yourself for marriage. It's for you optimizing yourself for individuality.
Facts. Because when men are making money, when a man says, hey, listen, I don't have the money right now, I don't have all this, I need to set myself up, you know, get the resources, put myself in the best situation to provide for my family, that's for his family when he gets married. But women are not like, oh, I need to chase my career, make this money because I'm going to provide for my family. No, it's never like that. It's usually for them. In other words, the things they do for themselves are not contributing to they're not going to be contributing to the goodness of their marriage. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm going to wife school to learn how to cook. You know, I'm learning how to be feminine. I'm learning how to take care of babies and stuff like that. They're not learning things conducive to a marriage. They're learning things that help them as them, the selfish nature, in other words. So whatever she's doing, the career, anything, it's not like she's making money, she's going to provide for a man. No, she's going to provide for herself. So that doesn't help the marriage. It doesn't help her in any way to find a husband.
In order
That's
for you to
not
be
true.
optimized
You
for
just
marriage, you
said
have to
it
be
for
satisfied with
yourself.
the life that
How
you're
can you say it's
living.
not true?
In order to be optimized for marriage, you have to be satisfied with who you are and the life that you're living. That's why a lot of men get into relationships and get on the internet and rage bait and are angry because their wives are unhappy at home and you don't have a happy
That's
relationship.
not true.
Yeah, but okay, let's say that's true, that men, you know, and that's what I said. The men, actually, the things they do are going to benefit the family. But I want us to tell us exactly what she's doing in her personal life that's going to benefit the family or the marriage that she wants to get in the future. Nothing.
In order
That
to be
is true.
optimized for marriage, it's all subjective to the man that's vetting you out, and that is to wife you.
And that's the thing. I think you think that the man holds the power in a woman's life.
Up against the criteria he presents. to
She's a
deem you
feminist.
suitable to be his wife.
She's a
So y'all
feminist.
think y'all got this blanketed criteria, and y'all think
No,
that
I
fits every
don't.
man, and you're gonna run into a problem whenever
Darwin,
you,
did your wife finish her education?
Why are you talking about the man's wife? What does anything have to do with his wife? When they can't win arguments, they attack women who are married. Like, single women are really jealous of women who are happy and married. Like, a married man is giving you the game on how to become a wife and you don't want it. Now you're attacking his wife.
Yes, my wife has a master's degree.
And
So so that kind of
no, let me finish.
You
Let me
said I
finish
told her
my
to-
point. Let me finish my
my,
point.
my wife had a career. She had a
Mhm.
bachelor's degree and master. Go ahead and
Mhm.
finish your point.
And you said that she had a career during that relationship, correct?
She pursued
And
her
maybe
career while she
maybe
while she
that's
was
not
married
what
with
maybe that's not the life that Callie wants to live. Maybe she wants to pursue what she's doing now, finish her degree, finish whatever career she's having, and then have kids later on in life so she could stay at
Okay,
home
so
and
now
be a
that you
nurturer.
understand.
But that's not how it works. Like, just because she's going to finish her career, her degree, and everything, the man she wants is not going to be waiting outside her house that, hey, okay, now I'm done with my career. Where are you, future husband? Where? That's not how it works. Like, there is nothing she's doing right now that is leading her on a journey to find the husband of her or the man of her life. That's not how it works. But anyway, man, shout out to Lapeef. This was bad. It was sad to watch. We are doomed.